whole milk at least with fat, because no food ever be fragmented. Food should never be fragmented. No mineral or vitamins should be removed from it. Then only at least body can struggle and work on that food. But the moment you remove the fat, then what happens? It becomes a burden on the body. It is just like eating the what's called, when you extract the oil from the sesame seeds and almonds, what do you call that? Khali ko kya kehte hain? Cake. So that fatless cake actually you are eating. आप जैसे बादाम की खली खाते हो उस तरह से हो जाता है वो. So can you say बादाम हजम नहीं होई तो don't worry, you eat बादाम का वो केक खा लो, वो खली खा लो. Is it a right way to eat? So never think in fragmented language. Never remove anything, whatever food you may eat, whether it may be abnormal to your body, but don't fragment, don't divide. So therefore, animal milk is not suitable to our blood chemistry. Then people say, okay, eat curd. Then what happened to curd? See, only lactic acid is, the lactose is converted, that's all, to a digestible form. But the composition of the milk is not changed. Digestibility may be changed, but composition is not changed. You may not be knowing that milk contains more than 50 types of hormones, and especially estrogens, which stimulates and disturb our hormones too. Therefore, after even converting into curd also, definitely instead of milk, curd is little digestible, there is no doubt. But as claimed by the doctors even, that those who drink lassi and curd, they have a long life. How long life is achieved? Eating by curd. They say there is a lactobacillus bacteria, so that is what that are very helpful to your intestine. Body is not dependent on outside bacteria. Body has its own bacteria which can digest very well. But so therefore, whatever our emphasis on the curd is having any base at all. And then lot of people say eat paneer, cheese. What is paneer? The whole minerals and chemicals, what's called minerals and vitamins, whatever milk has, we remove all that water, that is whey water, and then we extract the paneer, the cheese out of it, and then we eat. Again, it's a fragmented food. By disturbing a food outside, how can you imagine that food can be helpful to your body again? It will create another deficiency inside your body. So therefore, milk after weaning period, we don't need. And milk is not an adult food, it's an infant food. God has designed a drink, a milk, till your teeth evolves. So the moment your teeth starts coming, you slowly and slowly then you shift yourself to a solid diet, and you have to forget the milk. So you don't need even mother's milk after your complete teeth has evolved. Why we need milk? Normally all the mothers and parents, they always says, "Mera bacha bada kaise hoga?" When the calf itself does not drink milk for his own growth, why you are worried? मेरा बच्चा बड़ा कैसे होगा? How my child will grow? क्या your child is dependent on cow milk, cow and buffalo? So never ask this type of question. You don't need milk at all. Then you have a natural milk in your coconut, in your nuts. Then whatever you need, you can get through your all cereals and other things, whatever you eat. So after infancy, you don't need milk. And so therefore, then people will say, where is my calcium? Calcium kahan se aayega? If I don't drink milk, from where I will get the calcium? See, calcium is not a problem for the body. There is a lot of calcium if you eat right food, if you eat right food and right exercises if you do, then we have a abundant of calcium. But we have a calcium leechers. The more high protein diet we eat, we lose our calcium, because high protein diet create a high residuals of acids, uric acids and urea, so many things. So acid is neutralizing the calcium from your body, so you are losing the calcium. Then you have a sugar. And whenever you eat sugar, sugar's residuals is also acidic. Therefore, sugar also imbalances your phosphorus and calcium ratio of the body. And then if you have stress, stress also releases certain acids, which also uses calcium from your body. If you don't exercise, then absorption is very poor. If you don't go to sunshine, then because in the absence of vitamin D, though you may be having a lot of calcium inside your body, but it will not be properly absorbed. So you need vitamin D also. So many factors are involved. And it is a very false notion that we need calcium from animal kingdom. No. We have enough calcium in our diet if we take care of our nutrition, if we limit ourselves to proteins, and we exercise good, and then we relax ourselves from through meditation, then automatically calcium start absorbing inside your body. And God has already created so many nuts for you. Why then we have to run after the animal? You have coconut. For every region, He has created different kinds of nuts. For South Indians, there is a coconut. Coconut is the only nut in this universe which is equivalent to mother's milk. Coconut. Therefore, it is called Srifal. It has been. We are using in the puja just to make your habit of eating. That's all. Otherwise, people may like it or not. So therefore, coconut, you can go for coconut. All the nuts has got superior kind of proteins, whether it may be almonds, whether it may be peanuts, whether it may be walnut, any nuts. All nuts are superior proteins. So therefore, you don't have to struggle that I get my protein from milk, from paneer, or I get my milk from non-vegetarian food. No, you don't need. There is an excellent protein. See, there are two kinds of proteins. One is toxic proteins, one is non-toxic proteins. Non-vegetarian food, all the non-vegetarian food and all the even cereal products, even roti dal, all cereals, pulses and grains, they also create toxic residuals. Non-vegetarian is on the higher side, cereals are on the little lower side. But they do create lot of toxicity after its digestion. Whereas when you consume nuts, then the complete whole nuts are completely digested, only fibers are left, and very few toxic residuals are created. Very few, almost negligible, I can say. So therefore, go for nuts. Suppose if you ask a wrestler to run for 50 kilometer or 100 kilometer, if a person drinking milk or taking lot of non-nutrient food, he may get tired at the 50 kilometer, but a person who eats nuts, he may run up to 200 kilometer. And this has been proved by, I have seen this kind of person. I think you might be also knowing that person from Shiv Shalom. I have heard about him. I have seen him on the stage. He's just living only on coconut and banana. That's all. You know somebody know that person? Living only on coconut and banana. Anybody know? Aapko मालूम है? हाँ. So therefore, nuts, instead of milk, you can go for nuts. Nuts are your original protein, your right kind of fat, which is properly digested and which does not create any toxic residuals. So, then milk, suppose lot of people, they are using milk in their diet. What I suggest, please leave the milk. You don't need, your body does not need. But in case, if you come across some time, because we are living in such a world where a lot of habits are changed, then whenever you want to take any curd or paneer or anything milk, then please do not combine with cereals. Because cereals and milk ferments inside the body. They are not fair combinations. Like cornflakes and milk, dalia or porridge and milk, bread and milk, rice and milk, which normally people uses. So eating paneer with the roti. So all the combinations does not go well with the milk. If at all, if you come across sometime this kind of combinations, then please avoid milk from the cereal diet. And even milk cannot be taken with the non-vegetarian food also. If you suppose some person are non-vegetarian, if they eat non-vegetarian food, then please avoid milk from their diet, so to prevent indigestion. And even along with the milk, you should not take nuts also, because all the different proteins has got different kinds of digestion. So avoid like eating milk with the eggs or milk with the nuts. These are all not fair combinations. They all ferment inside. And you don't have to believe me. You just practice for 8 days what you believe, and then you practice what I have suggested you. You will automatically come to know what is the reality. Because of this wrong food combination only, we get lot of acidity and gas formations. See, God has designed our digestive mechanism to digest food perfectly. There should not be any acidity or any gas inside our body. So why acidity, why gas, why indigestion? We create because of these kinds of wrong food combinations. So avoid milk combining with any kind of food. If you suppose, in case, I am not suggesting it, but in case if you wish to drink the milk sometime, then better to take lassi or milk separately, empty stomach. Don't mix with anything. But always remember, if we will emphasize ourselves more on this kind of diet, milk and everything, milk products, then today or tomorrow, body has to suffer. And as I told you, the calcium of the body is not properly absorbed inside, because the 2:1, the calcium as phosphorus ratio is not what mother's milk has got. That ratio is lacking in the cow milk. Therefore, lot of calcium goes waste. So, therefore, ultimately, milk must be eliminated from our diet. Some people say, what is the substitute for milk then? Then why you need substitute? People are after soybean milk also. See, soybean is a hard digesting legume, very hard digesting. Soybean, see, containing lot of protein cannot be a good food for your body. There are so many things in this, on this earth having lot of proteins and different kinds of calcium and minerals. It does not mean that is suitable to your body. So therefore, but I'm not against soybean, but body, it is a hard digesting food. You have to cook a lot, and then your body has to struggle a lot to digest this such kind of food. So therefore, and this concept from the basis itself is the wrong, that I need an extra protein. Why you need extra protein? Tell me. Everything is protein. Whatever you eat is a protein. When you sow a wheat seed, and when a wheat sprouts, see, wheat contains 14%, around 14% protein. When you sprout the wheat, it becomes wheat grass. When it becomes wheat grass, then what we say? Grass has got only 1.5 and 2% protein, that's all. Then where the whole 14% protein kahan chala gaya? Where it has gone? It has converted into a digestible amino acids. A simple, it has become more digestible. Suppose if you were to eat wheat, your body will take 18 hours to digest completely that wheat, whereas that wheat grass, it will take just 1 hour to complete its digestion. Such a vast difference. And then you say, mera protein kidhar hai? Where is my protein? Everything is protein. What is the fruit? After all, it has come from the seed, the concentrated protein, and it has converted into fruits. So fruits are actually protein food, but in a digestible form. Therefore, never talk in this term, I must take lot of protein. No, body need lot of carbohydrates for survival, not complex carbohydrate, natural carbohydrate which we get in fruits. We don't need lot of proteins. If you, the advice of the doctors to eat lot of proteins has led mankind to the lot of severe kidney disorders and high blood pressure and so many different diseases. If protein is not properly digested, it putrefies in your intestine, creating lot of diseases, colitis and so many things. So therefore, reduce your protein intake and never think in this term that when you eat chapati or roti, you say that I am eating protein, and when you eat vegetables and fruits, you say I am not eating my proteins. This is not so. Everything is protein. Fruit contains around 2% protein. If you eat a minimum of 1 kilo fruits a day, suppose, you get your complete requirement of 25 gram protein a day, just by fruits itself. So, and I am not just saying like this, I have experimented on myself and my whole family. I had 2 children. So, normally what I heard, that during the pregnancy, a woman must suffer. Lot of problem must be there. But I did not find such things in. So what we did, We just lived naturally. All my family people were saying, oh, पेट में बच्चा है, there is a child inside, so feed her, उसको double खिलाओ. अरे, then I said, what double खिलाओ? Why to खिलाओ double? She will eat according to her hunger. If the child will demand, she will have a natural hunger automatically. Why should I force her to eat more and more? So therefore, she just followed natural, simple, common sense program. She was eating how much she was feeling her hunger, and then regularly we were going for exercises, and we were not at all caring. ये विटामिन खाना है, वो विटामिन खाना है. We never think in this kind of language. We just eat whatever God has designed for me, and no any kind of injection were given. We definitely consulted gynecologist. Gynecologist suggested to go for some kind of injections and this one, and then some tablets and this calcium, so many things, but we did not go for that. And up till 9 months, she was walking with me 4-5 kilometers. Up till 9 months. People say, oh, औरत को rest करना चाहिए. In the pregnancy, she should take rest. No, it was false. The more you keep yourself movable, all the muscles of the uterus is always relaxed and becomes stronger. So the child comes out automatically. You don't hit. It's a natural phenomenon. So therefore, because childbirth is not a disease, now it has become a disease. 90% all the children are born with cesarean only. So what I did, I knew that if I will go to any city doctor, he will definitely advise me cesarean. So what I did, I went to a village, and I consulted a gynecologist, and I told her, please wait till she delivers. Don't hurry. I don't need any surgery. She really helped us, and she delivered normally that child, and no problem at all. And then after